About this time last year, the Caterer magazine very kindly gave me their Outstanding Contribution Award. Like this, it was one of those awards at the end of the evening, and at the time I thought, blimey, this is the beginning of the end. I must be getting really old. Then I thought to myself, hang on, maybe it's not that bad, at least it's not a Lifetime Achievement Award. Seriously, Simon, Giovanna and everyone at the AA, I'm sure there are many other older, more deserving candidates for this award in the room, but I'm really thrilled. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, and many congratulations to everyone else tonight who have been award winners. As Simon said, it's exactly 40 years since I started my career as a commie waiter at Claridge's restaurant, where Farrow now is. And after London, there were spells all over the world, and of course in more recent times, in Hampshire, Dorset, Somerset, and now Devon. But to be honest, it doesn't actually feel like a lifetime of work. I don't know who said, find a job you really love and you'll never do a day's work in your life. But that's pretty much describes how I feel about my life in this amazing industry. I look at many of my friends who were the clever kids at school, ended up in so-called noble professions, lawyers, accountants, doctors. But 40 years on, most of them are just counting the days to retirement. That sounds like a long way off any kind of lifetime achievement. It sounds more like a life sentence. I think the reason I've loved the past 40 years so much is that I've always been allowed to embrace the art of hospitality rather than the science of chasing profit. Of course, we all need to run profitable businesses, and as much as any entrepreneur, I like to make money. But I'm a firm believer that if you really focus on the people and the product, then the profit will follow. We don't run perfect hotels. Who does? We're not faultless employers, and we don't have faultless systems. But we do aim to run hotels with a spirit of generosity, with creativity, with wit and passion, and with a big heart. That's how we make them profitable. Of course, all of you in this room will understand it's somewhat ridiculous to give an award like this to a single person. This business is never a solo performance. It's always one massive joint effort. Throughout my years, I've worked for and alongside some truly inspiring people, and have had the privilege of employing thousands more. Those hard-working, talented, passionate, creative people whose efforts, even whilst I stand here tonight, allow me to look good so I can collect awards like this on their behalf. Big respect to them and huge thanks. I'm nearly there. But my biggest personal thanks, however, must go to my wife, Judy, and our 2 sons. Believe me, it's not easy being married to or having a father as a hotelier. We all know it's a massive balancing act between work and family life. Quite apart from that day-to-day support, there was a defining moment in 1994 when the chips were down and I was scrabbling for backing to get the first Hotel de Van off the ground. Judy trusted me implicitly and allowed our home to be gambled as the financial guarantee for the business. Without that selfless act, Hotel de Van would not exist today, and our story would be quite different. hotels, new projects and all the other industry activities, when frankly, she would much prefer I slowed down and chilled out a bit. She's been my sounding block and my design guru for the past 35 years. Darling Judy, this is very much your lifetime achievement as much as mine. So, thanks again, AA. You've supported our industry for over 100 years. It's been a very great privilege to play a small part, and I'm chuffed to bits. Thank you very much.